So yeah, the difficulty we use for this speedrun, I usually say the category there is new game easy. So you go new game, and so sweet, because it's Japanese and they like funny names for the difficulties. And time does not start on, begin game. This is a in-game time type of game, type of leaderboard. So just for reference, I have the timer on screen just for reference, and I do it on control. It's about 8 to 10 minutes difference from RTA to IGT due to all the loading stuff, which means that since you're using this, that emulator runners are allowed on the board. So if you, like me, you have a shoddy PS2 that does not work properly with the laser, and you want to play this game, you can use it, all the means you can. I'm using SMB loading. Again, because my PS2 does not have a working laser, but it is a PS2. This game should not be that expensive. I mean, with the gun should be a little more on the high side, but the game by itself should not be that expensive, so it's accessible to everyone. It's a nice run, it's a fast-ish run, clocking at like 37, 40 minutes. Or a bad run, and a good run would be 35 RTA, at least for me. Or the record, I think, is like 31 RTA or something like that. Again, as most Resident Evils, you just need to find the lines to avoid stuff. You are on the ship section. Ship section is a bunch of going back and forth, grabbing items here and there, just because of how limited the space is inside of here. Once we exit this, it will be more linear. Just be like, go forward to this point, grab the item, go back a little bit, and unlock another area.
$5 billion.
$5 billion! Yeah, we need to remember to just mash start during cutscenes. There's a little bit of time on RTA there just because of that. First things first, I'm gonna go to this console. I'm gonna toggle the upper level doors. Gonna quick turn. To quick turn, you just double tap back, either on keep on D-pad or on analog stick. I use the analog stick for this because it's easier. For the quick turn, I use the D-pad. I'm gonna go on this door. There's gonna be a zombie here. We're gonna try to do a sharp turn here so it doesn't grab us. There we go. Enter this door. You can use the map if you press select. So if you do need any help with that when you're playing this casually, just make sure you have the map. Having the map on this is just the safest way to go through stuff. I will be bypassing all the maps besides this ship one. The ship one is your obligatory to grab it since it is together with the first key. All the other ones are optional. And the path is straightforward enough, so you can memorize it easily. Learning this was way easier than learning Resident Evil 2, for example. Just because RE2 is a lot more complex, being one of the main games. It's just a side game, just a silly thing that the guys on the RE team wanted to use the gun con on. So it cannot be over complex. I think that's what is the idea they had. Over complexity would, defeat the purpose of playing on the gun con. Because you do, as you see, do move around, so moving around, pointing the gun at the screen would not be the best, I think. I don't know. still need to line down my commentary for this gun. I've played it only off stream. I played it like about 1 hour or 2 earlier today before we got the power surge. Once you get the key, the trapdoor opens. And I press start to keep the note. Note tells us that the valve that we need to go down there is on the storage room. And the funny thing, the storage room is all the way across the ship. Because why not? We need to make the game longer. Some way, right? I'm gonna unlock the door for later. It's gonna be easier. I would not know if there's any time difference between using that or just leaving it locked and using the one that we used to get there. And the wrong place. Supposed to go here. Because the things on this game are very confined, there's a lot of look-alike rooms. Being hugged there is almost always the thing that happens. That's where I need the key first. And unlock this. It's gonna give us access to the hall. I'm gonna go this way. Get past the bar, do not enter the bar. It's not now. I'm gonna go here. And grab the valve. Valve is on this room. As I said, it's just on the completely opposite side of the ship. This game, since we're gonna get that now, has an interesting mechanic that you change characters mid-run. You see like 2 different perspectives of the story. Now we're playing as Fong Ling, which should just enter the bar. Avoid all the zombies. It's not that hard. There are a couple lines there you can follow. As you may notice, the zombie will flash red when it's aggroed. You can use that to judge on kind of the way of sneaking through them. Now we need to go. Oh, it's gonna have a cutscene here. The zombie that we just passed, the cop zombie, he will hug us, probably. Yes, because on the cutscene he's still moving. It's cheap. It's kind of difficult to avoid it. You can try to mash the action button, being X or circle, in order to crouch. But still, it's kind of the same. Time loss. Dang it. For both actions. They will not even bother, just get beaten. Because of the character changing, I don't know why they didn't made it proper, but because of the character changes, you restore health when you change characters. So even if you get on the caution or you're even on danger, with one character, once you change to the other and change back, when you change back you get full life. So health is not an issue on this game. So the only moment that you would bother with health is on the end. Since we are on easy, easy gives us access to the shotgun right away. And let's see if I get a quick kill. Nope. Quick kill, 2 shots to the head. Like that. It'll be janky to get, but it's doable. I can save even more time there. Was a horrible hunters. Was bad first stage, I would say. Kind of separated by boss fights. My splits. So that first boss First boss fight before was not good. Don't save like a minute there instead of the 28 seconds, I think, if possible. I stopped getting hugged so much. My PB is a low 29 in game time and 37.09 on the RTA. If you want the map, it's on the other side. So when you start running this, it's very easy to navigate because it's super straightforward. You do not need the map, so you're gonna skip that. As I said, the only required map is the first one. I'm gonna go this way, the other way it leads to the same room, but this sends us a little bit closer to the entrance here, which will allow us to grab the crowbar. Quick turn. And on here we have the first peek at the villain of the game, Morpheus. It's kind of the nemesis of that aim. No, it's vulnerable unless you use a specific weapon most of the time. So this is the first and only RNG of the run. Have to open this crate with the crowbar. And you got amazing RNG there. That card key can be on any of the boxes, and there are 8 of them. And you can imagine if you get the first on the first, it's a very big luck. I've usually got between 4 and 7. And it's my bad luck. I don't know, just because we had a bad first section, we're having the good luck there. So funneling again, this funneling section is very quick. Just go down here, gonna push a button, or switch a lever on this panel. Switch the lever, quick turn, avoid the hunter. Doesn't really matter if you get hit again, because you restore health once you change back to this character. And you're gonna press buttons on this console. There are no normal Resident Evil puzzles, like lighting puzzles or music puzzles or anything like that. Stuff that you would encounter on the the main games. This is just walk on the path you're supposed to walk. And just, don't do stupid mistakes. Don't get lost. A short game. And Hunter will usually not hit you. Since you press the button there, back on the panel, this door is opened. Here we grab a key. Go back. Go there. This side again, because it's closer. Again, the other side also leads to this room, but it's lighted faster, I think, with this. Just because proximity. There's the key here. That will lead us to the hallway, or the little lounge of the ship. The main hall. I'm gonna go back here. Now we enter the bar. Position here, drop the zombie. It's probably gonna drop, usually drops the health there. It's easier to just shoot him. You could avoid it, not have the pickup. It's just easier to shoot him. Do not shoot the next zombies, because they can also drop stuff, and if they land near the door, the pickup will block you from going to the door. Because these guys have a chance to drop the assault rifle ammo. And since we skip the assault rifle, we cannot grab it. The game will require to grab because it has priority on the ammo over the door. Hello, Captain. Shoot, Captain. You can skip this. It's optional, but it's just safer and faster. Grab the Magnum. For last boss. If we were doing New Game Plus, we would just not go there. Just go past it, not read the diary, not activate the Captain. New Game Plus, you start with all the weapons, independent of you grabbing them or not. That zombie also drops stuff, so you do not shoot it. Because it can land near the door, and if it lands near the door, you will get locked out. Have a cutscene. For safety, if you want, you can grab those 2 boxes of ammo on top of the desk there. For the shotgun. Most of the boss fights are like this. Just walk back and shoot. Function of this game is if you get out and back, you reload your weapon. You don't need to, actually wait for reloading time if you just go in and out of the shooting mode. And that's the boat. I'll wait for the cutscene to appear here, then split. Now for the most confusing area on the game, the sewers. There's the map there if you want to. If you're starting out running this game or playing casually, I highly recommend you to grab the map. If you're bad with directions like I am. Because everything looks the same on here. Go this direction, over here, and go up. 2 sets of doors. 1. Continue ahead, do not turn. To the side I think there is like ammo and health. It's not the direction you want to go. On here just try to avoid getting knocked out by those lugs on the water. You're gonna get staggered and lose like 1 second per hit. On here, just hug the wall. You're gonna bypass pretty much every zombie. You can avoid it. So far, so good. Okay, one hit's not bad. The bruise section is done. I'm just gonna go for a link section in the sewers. Skip cutscene. Link starts facing the wrong direction, so we're gonna quick turn. You're supposed to go to the side there, grab the map and a couple healing items. Not needed, so just gonna go ahead. And go on the way we're supposed to go. Grab this key here. This game is a big fetch quest. There we go. You can wait for the zombies there to vomit, so you don't get hit, because when you're going downstairs you have vulnerability. If you delay or push it too much, you're gonna get hugged. Oh, that's the better thing again, because don't check twice. Checking stuff is just loss of time. A lot of Zombies will spawn. Try to keep as close to the wall as possible to keep the zombies out of the screen and avoid the lag. This game has a lot of lag. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna open this door. There we go. Once again, lots of zombies. You can see the lag on the screen. The frame drops. And here I'd say just try to find a line where do not get hit. Because getting slowed down there would cause you to, have more people on the screen. Because they would catch up. And catching up means lag. Okay, gonna save almost a minute here. Sweet! Now we are down with sewers. I do not know how to name this section. So just name it elevator because elevator is our objective. This is the most confusing area. It's the most there where I lost the most time, even with the map while playing casually. It's because every single room looks exactly the same. And then we have those stupid frog enemies. They are probably the thing that will hit you the most on the game. But since you're playing on easy, it should not be a problem. They should not deal much damage. But it's always good to avoid them because, time loss. We have the flame zombies. Over here. But in fact, if you kill a flame zombie and you go near the corpus and it's still on fire, you will get hit. You don't need to kill anyone, so you never have to worry about that. Usually on a Resident Evil, when you kill the body does not affect you anymore, but on this, they affect. If they are on fire. We go back over here. Let's go straight ahead. The frogs, because they have the eyes effect, eyes light up effect. But there are more than like 3 or 4 on screen, they will cause lag. So this is a Resident Evil game with lag management. Should not be a thing, but it is. And there's the room we want to go. Gonna go to another boss fight here. Gonna skip this cutscene. Again, just stand and shoot. Should not be a problem. And use the fact that you reload when you go outside back on third person and just mash it to death. And the elevator is done. I'm gonna do really quickly the Pongling lab section. The shortest, second shortest specific character moment. Let's go there. It's literally like 4 rooms. Go here. I would say that the fastest is the door one. You have to go down the pit with the counters. Second fastest section. Here. There. And go to the elevator. You're pretty much done with Fongling's lab. We'll enter the door, trigger cutscene, and a match start. Bruce, we go here. Shoot this guy. You can avoid him. It's again safer just to shoot it. Grab the keycard there. If keycard in hands, try to avoid the hunter. Just for time save, it's not that bad. If you get hit, you just time-wise bad. I'm gonna go here on the submarine zone. I'll grab the recorder. Quick turn. Go back. I don't know if it was intended for them to be this easy. But the puzzle here, and we need to go to the door on the first floor. You do 1, 3, 2, and 1 again. For the sequencing of the items. To this room. The computer. Get the recording.
Because thou hast obeyed my voice. Because thou hast obeyed my voice.
We go back here. Same way we came. All the zombies now are a hunter. Should not bother us. Back to 1F. Yeah, this hunter usually hits you. He will be waiting you right when you get out of the elevator, so there's not much you can do.
Because thou hast obeyed my voice.
I reach into the lab. Go over here. Go over here. Both sides lead to the same room. I think the other one is locked. I don't know. I just do this pathing because it's easier for me. Gonna have to fight a boss here again. And one more time, you could just stand and shoot because this game is difficult. So the only hard thing on this boss fight is to keep the little mini flying bugs out of your sights because you're gonna aim assist towards them. Gonna grab the railgun here. So you just try to get as close as possible to the main boss and try to avoid shooting the little minions. And equip you. I killed them all in one shot, I didn't. It's bad. A little bit of time, grab the key. Go out this side. Over here. Now I'm gonna get past the hunter to this padlock, unlock it. And you're back on the elevator that took falling up. Now it's our time to visit the lab. Open here. In the chair there's a book. I'm gonna take it. If I start to skip it, I'm gonna reveal secret button under the chair. I'm gonna press it. And get ready for another cutscene that we're gonna skip, so match start. Go on the elevator. Not for the... I won't say the hardest fight in the game, but... depends. This and the last boss are kinda equally annoying. I'm gonna grab this for safety. Skip cutscene. Now move a little bit. Turn around and shoot. This boss can literally loop you to death. He wants to. That's a good fight. I'm gonna save about a minute. Again. Once again, this is my 10th time playing the game, so it's not that optimal. Look at the Magnum here. If you die on here, you're gonna spawn back on the beginning of the timer, so don't worry. It's a time loss, but it's not that bad. It's like, depending on where you die, it can be 1 to 2 minutes time loss, but you'll not, go back to the beginning. Even though you haven't never saved in any point during this playthrough. Let me grab it here, it doesn't matter. Fongling is telling us where to go, so if we just listen to her, you know the path. Does not change, the same every time. This is pretty much the only boss that is really designed for taking better advantage of the gun con. To stall it out, you need to hit the head. How many bullets do you still have? 22. What's the clip we were wearing? I'm probably getting grabbed here. As long as you do not fall to caution, you should be good. There is ammo and first aid kit down that corridor, so if you want, you can grab that. Doesn't really matter, the boss here is the last encounter you're gonna have with anything, and he is one hit KO, independent of your health. There we go. That's great. Lost a little bit of time in the last boss there because of hits, but we should be good. That's a 2601! And this is Resident Evil That Aim. Maybe run one or two more times just to get a better run.